Congressman, it's always great to see you. A few weeks ago, Biden was releasing illegal aliens right into Texas without screening them for the China virus. Now he's getting some of them screened and then releasing infected patients into Texas anyway. That's the definition of insane, is it not?
Absolutely. I tell you what, it's a definition of Neanderthalism. It's just incredible to think that with the Biden policies that have opened our borders up and reversed and rolled back all of the Trump great strides and the great securing policies of the Trump administration, and they wonder that we've got people just converging on our border by the tens of thousands. Well, even Jay Johnson, the DHS Secretary under Obama, made a comment that if you're apprehending 1,000 illegals a day coming across your border, that is a crisis. We're at 4,000 a day, and you know, we're still hearing Secretary Mayorkas say, no, this isn't a crisis, it's just a challenge. But I will say this, if he calls the governor of Texas wanting to open up our state and reverse the mandate that you have to wear a mask, and says that's Neanderthalism, then I wonder what he calls allowing over 100 illegal aliens that tested positive coming across our border and released by the Border Patrol, the DHS, into the United States of America to fan out going to Maryland and North Carolina and New Jersey, and of course into Texas. So several of them were headed to Houston as well. So closing our schools, wanting to lock down our people, from keeping them from working, and then opening up our borders. It's insane. It cannot be described in any other way. And I'll tell you this, as the Border Security Caucus co-chairman in the House of Representatives, we want some answers from Secretary Mayorkas. We want to see how he can justify saying this is not a crisis.
Well, I got to tell you, Congressman, you're not going to get any, because he can't even admit that it's a crisis. And I've got an answer for you. If it's Neanderthal to give Americans or Texans their freedom back with choosing to wear a mask or not, what Mr. Biden is doing at the border is called foreigners first. It's their foreigners first policy. And according to news reports, Congressman, illegal aliens are being told to follow the CDC guidelines when it comes to the China virus. You know, I can just see it now. You got illegal aliens coming in from Yemen, China, Pakistan, Mexico, and the Northern Triangle countries, and they're just traipse on in, and they're being told by the folks at the Border Patrol and DHS, hey, just make sure you follow the CDC guidelines. We'll see you later. Yes, they actually say this kind of nonsense with a straight face and expect the American people to buy it. Should they?
Absolutely not. I have a great suggestion, Chris. I think that the White House should invite these COVID-positive illegal aliens that have been released into the country to come to the White House, to go and maybe visit with Secretary Mayorkas too, because they're going to be exposing a lot of people throughout the country, and they're here illegally. It's the same thing with sanctuary cities. They just, the politicians on the Democrat side just do not seem to comprehend that our duty as elected officials or working for an administration like the Biden administration, our duty is to have national security, to keep Americans safe. And this is the biggest outrage I've seen in many a long month. And he hadn't been in office for very long, I can tell you.
That's true. It's true. Congressman, let me just tell you, this is how Democrat government works. When they're threatened, they put up a wall right away. When we're threatened, they say we don't deserve a wall in our southern border. Conversely, if you've got illegal aliens coming in with China virus positive cases, they don't want them in Washington, D.C. in their offices, but they're perfectly willing to subject their own constituents to those China virus positive patients. Congressman, thank you very much. Appreciate the time as always.
Thank you very much.
Congressman Brian Babin.